Welcome back to STREEZYonX, bringing you the trends of X in a quick video. Alright, you already know I gotta hit you with the Iowa Caucus update that we were talking about yesterday. Looks like we had Trump win the polls at 51%, we had DeSantis at 21.3%, Nikki Haley 19.1%, and Vivek Ramaswamy 7.7%. So you're gonna see all kinds of phrases trending with Trump's win, like Make America Great Again. Looks like we're also seeing the slogan America First. We've seen Donald Trump Jr. saying it, and then we see Vivek saying it along with his personal endorsement for Donald Trump as president. Then you have Trump's VP. As people try to guess who his vice president is going to be, he says he knows who it is, but he's not ready to announce it yet. The phrase Trump and DeSantis trending because after winning third place, Nikki Haley says, "Tonight, Iowa made this Republican primary a two-person race." And I think we know who she was talking about. But she said, after tonight, you have to ask yourself, do you want things to stay the same, or do you want a new generation of conservative leadership? Then the phrase extreme MAGA from a post made by President Joe Biden's personal X account. He says this election was always you and me versus the extreme MAGA Republicans. Then Vivek was trending as well because Vivek Ramaswamy did drop out of the presidential running. And then, like I said earlier, he does personally endorse Donald Trump as the Republican nominee. Then of course you have the opposite side of that with the phrase never Trump trending because people are saying it is looking like even for the never Trumpers or Republican or conservative leaning people who aren't satisfied with the current power and position but have vowed to never vote for Trump, well, they are going to have to come up with a decision if he does end up being the actual Republican candidate. Then we have talks of Miss Joy Reid and MSNBC because of what she had to say on the network when discussing the Iowa caucuses last night. People are talking about how she said that Nikki Haley likely won't make it as a nominee because of her skin color. And Reid also talked about how we're relying on Iowa to give us these polling numbers, but Iowa is a state that is overrepresented by white Christians. And that's another trending phrase too. She says USA as a whole is approximately 41% white Christian, and in Iowa it's 61%, and we're talking evangelical white Christian. So she doesn't believe the Iowa caucus is a proper representation of how the country feels about the nominees. I will have both clips for you below. Tell me what you think. Then we've also got Rachel Maddow trending, also on MSNBC, because last night she paused the show to say the projected winner of the Iowa caucus has just started to give his victory speech. We will keep an eye on that as it happens. We will let you know if there's any news made in that speech, if there's anything noteworthy, anything important. And she says, the reason I'm saying this, of course there's a reason that we and other news organizations have stopped giving an unfiltered live platform to remarks by former President Trump. She says it is not out of spite, it is a decision we regularly revisit, and it is not an easy decision. But there is a cost to us as a news organization for knowingly broadcasting untrue things. That is a fundamental truth of our business and who we are. And apparently CNN did pretty much the same thing. They showed him talk for just a second though before they brought it back. What do you think? Do you agree with these actions? Do you think the news should just report what's happening no matter what side it's on? Like say, show whoever won the caucus giving their speech, but just put a banner disclaimer at the bottom saying whatever is said here does not reflect the views and opinions of this organization reporting it. Something. Be sure to let me know your thoughts and I'll have the link to the full speech below. We've got Jose Mourinho trending because the manager and Roma football club are parting ways after 3 years together. Then we have Ubisoft trending for something an executive at the video game publishing company had to say. So the, get this, director of subscriptions, of course, says that gamers need to start feeling comfortable with not owning the games that they play. I don't know, maybe they were inspired by the World Economic Forum this weekend or something, but you heard it here first, folks. Are we about to see the start of something new? Or should I say more of the same? Because it started out with a subscription to play with your friends online, not including you already paying for internet. Then we see games being free to play. You just purchase add-ons, DLCs, skins, weapons, decorations, etc., which you don't own either, by the way. When the sequel to the game that you're playing now comes out, all that money you spent does not carry over. So now, are we about to see subscriptions for games themselves? Every game you play. How do you feel about this idea? And then we have Noah Schnapp trending again. If you've been keeping up with my videos, you know that he's been on and off the list for comments made, posts liked, people and things that he's been around surrounding the Israel-Palestine conflict. So now we've got an official statement from him, an official apology, stating mostly a neutral stance. He says he's talked to friends with Palestinian backgrounds to try to get a better understanding, but he is against the killing of any innocent people on any side sides. He hopes both can come to a resolution and find peace. But people are pointing out that the timing sure does come in handy with the fact that they just announced that they are filming Stranger Things Season 5 this past week, and that he likely could have been told to post a video for this. I reposted the whole thing below. Tell me what you think. That's all for now. Follow STREEZYonX for more, and I'll see you again tomorrow.
Now back to your regularly scheduled program.